Destination set.
Engine instrument, check. Flight control, check.
Self-test mic check. Nice, it's working. Okay, we have 1 minute and 20 seconds before the closing, before we close the doors, and then we'll go. Okay, the red light is off, meaning that the door is closed.
Дамы и господа, добро пожаловать на борт нашего самолета. Компания «Аэрофлот» желает вам приятного полета.
Yeah, I'll just...
Внимание, пассажиры! Прослушайте инструкцию на случай экстренной ситуации на борту. В случае экстренной ситуации вы можете воспользоваться 6 аварийными выходами. Пользуйтесь ближайшим к вам выходом. В случае снижения давления воздуха воспользуйтесь кислородными масками, которые будут поданы автоматически. Оденьте кислородную маску, она должна плотно прилегать к носу и рту. Отрегулируйте ремни маски по вашему размеру. Если вы летите с детьми, вначале оденьте маску сами, затем помогите вашему ребенку. Отключите все электронные приборы и не включайте мобильные телефоны в течение всего полета. Спасибо за внимание. Дамы и господа, для осуществления взлета мы отключаем центральное освещение.
Стартер работает, идет запуск, обороты растут, топливо, масло, давление в норме, температура газов растет. Левый запущен, параметры в норме. Генераторы левого включены. Стартер работает, идет запуск, обороты растут, топливо, масло, давление в норме, температура газов растет. Правый запущен, параметры в норме. Включено. Включен проезд. Форсом ПРК. Включен включены. ВСУ выключено.
Check, check, mic check. Yeah. Alright, finally. So, as I was saying at the beginning, if you have questions, don't hesitate to ask. I'll answer if I know the answer. Just about that, before I was explaining what I was doing, and I just waited a good explanation.
Дамы и господа, капитан корабля объявляет готовность к взлету.
Okay, last check before takeoff. We enable the EDEMU. We enable also the LBU by clicking the left button, and now we can get on the runway. Tallinn traffic, ELK220 is landing up and take off runway 26. Tallinn traffic. Yes, Kyle, one of my next video I'm preparing is a full flight with commentary for the Tu-134 on X-Plan. I'm doing this flight on FS2004 because I just hit by nostalgia just to fly with FS passenger lately. And we're on the one-way, everything seems good, auto throttle armed, and we can go full throttle. Oh, wait, flaps 1, forgot.
Двигатели на взлетном, параметры в норме, рубеж. Скорость растет. 150, 170, 190, 210. Рубеж. Продолжаем. 250. Подъем. Безопасная. Шасси убрать.
Gear up.
Метров. Механизацию убрать. 150 метров.
Okay, we are stable AP on, and we can enable AP plus ANU.
250 метров.
Now the plane will turn left to heading 068, set with this instrument right here, and we have this counter to count the kilometers we've done so far. No, by the way, not 68, heading 23, 68 kilometers for the distance. Okay, flaps up. Now stabilizer up 2. We can switch up nozzle steering. Put the altimeter to standard 1013. And we can enable the packs for the passengers. So these two switches, and then turn off all these for the temperature, etc. And you can check just right below, behind the co-pilot yoke, we have these two instruments. They are not moving. No, wait, it's already good actually.
Дамы и господа, можете начать пользоваться электронными приборами.
Okay, we have passed 10,000 feet. And we can accelerate to 500 kilometers per hour.
В салоне холодно, сделайте теплей.
Yes, yes, yes. And yeah, slowly gaining speed. This needle right here, 250 kilometers per hour means 250 knots, and we'll aim for 500 kph for a good climb. If we have fuel in our wingtips, we cannot go faster than 500 kph. And we'll also have a red light, meaning that we can go faster than 500 kph.
В салоне холодно, сделайте теплее. В салоне холодно, сделайте теплее.
Microphone test again. So basically what I was saying is that this instrument represents the distance we've made, and as you can see we are above 50 kilometers, so 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. We are now at 60 kilometers down, and our next turn is in 8 kilometers for heading 178, which we can set with this one. Yeah, now we can make the turn. So 178 done, and now we can enjoy the plane turning left automatically, and also it will correct its lateral deviation with the help of the other needle, this one. And if it's not good enough, you can also correct yourself with this one. So this is your lateral deviation, 5 kilometers too much on the right, and as you are turning left, the plane will also correct left after the turn.
Дамы и господа, вы можете отстегнуть ремни безопасности.
I just realized I was in magnetic heading and not inertial track. So my first turn was not correct. Now it should be good, I hope. But I'll use the next VOR to correct my position in roughly 400 kilometers. I can already set it, it's 115.2. And this is our cruise level 350. And another trick I've discovered myself, when we are level off, you can see that the pitch disc is not here. What I do is basically turn off the autopilot, center it, and then turn it on again, and it's good. And also we can click again. Oh, yes. Oops, I forgot to turn the auto throttle. I was focused on my paper.
Режим номинальный.
That is automatically 600 points less on my license in FS passenger. Yes, Kyle, I forgot to answer you. So the RSBN is quite easy actually. It's like a VOR taken frequencies you use. Well, so it's there, so you cannot really see, but you use this panel to select your frequency. For instance, Vladivostok is 26, so you set 20 like so, then 6 here. Then you select the mode. For example, if you are going to, you select this switch to now. If you are going from, you put it on hot, like this, and then you set the heading like a course, but it's called the azimuth, and it's also in inertial, not magnetic. So you have to set the KS8, this instrument, to AK and not MK, on the right and not on the left. And then you use this HSI, and you can see where you are according to the RSBN. Yes, and for the other question, no, Vatsim does not simulate RSBNs, so you can point GPS coordinates in your flight plan, and then you can put in your remarks that you are using these coordinates to simulate RSBN. That's what I did when I was flying from Khabarovsk to Vladivostok once. Sometimes the ATC will agree, sometimes we will not, so it's up to you to be able to switch between other means of navigation. And also, for me, MyNL is not working on my computer. For some reason, it does not detect Acrobat Reader, and because of that, the program will not start, and so I cannot use it. But if you mean if the plane has to use MyNL to know where are the RSBN stations position, no, it doesn't need that. Actually, there is a file in your plane's root folder called rsbn.dat, something like that. This is the file where all the RSBN stations have their coordinates. You only need that. It's exactly like the other Tupolev, Tupolev 154 by Phyllis. It's the same way. Actually, you have two files, one for the Soviet times and one for the modern times. Okay, next one, heading 190 for 173 kilometers. And you can reset the distance counter, by the way, so I can clear away it where we are. So once this needle hits this position, we are good for the next turn. And we can also set. No, I already did that. I did that. The next VOR. But you are too far to get it. Yes, we do not detect it. Alright, and now after running my flight plan again, I just realized that this is like 2 hours of straight line. So you can be patient and wait until our top of descent. Yes, exactly. When I was flying for the first time Tupolev, like the Tupolev by FS2004, this was a huge step from what I was flying before. I was flying like Boeing 732 by FlyJC, and at that time I thought this was not
Командир, вы
the
кофе будете?
more complicated thing to fly, but just like just unflying the thing, doing your INS coordinates, etc. It was already a lot, and now in comparison, flying the Tupolev, the Boeing 732 feels like easy, but you just practice. Once you at ease, the at 4 station at the time comes quick. Yes, same. For me, this one, the Tupolev 134, is like a big Cessna. We have all 6 back. EDI, DSI, speed, HSI, and altimeter. I just need that, then the rest is just need to know where the instruments are, and all the rest is in your head, and for me it's good. I don't need some fancy FMC or IRS to align, etc. I just need some paper, VR, and go.
В салоне холодно, сделайте теплей.
Basically, it's like for me flying my F-16 front on BMS, but in Russian and an airliner, not a fighter jet. Ah, yes, we are getting the VOR now. 180 kilometers. And if at 53.7 we are right on 172
В салоне холодно,
radio,
сделайте
it means we
теплей.
are right on track. So I'll just set that. 172. Well, yes, for me too. I was starting learning Russian, and fortunately for me, I have Russian friends back from school like 10 years ago, and when I was at their home, I was hearing Russian everywhere, Russian TV, Russian mom, Russian father, etc. But I couldn't understand a thing. Besides, one word that my mom's friend was saying was Yalosha, something like that. And one of my other friends, which is Moldovan, said it's like my sweetheart or something like that, and he doesn't like when his mom called him like that.
В салоне холодно, сделайте теплее.
I was trying to remember what can I say in Russian. Besides, I can only say Здравствуйте, я Mini Olivier, я пилот. Внимание, right here, внимание, я пилот. And also that special phrase at the end of the stream, like Спасибо за смотр видео, до свидания.
В салоне холодно, сделайте теплее.
One day I'll speak Russian fluently. I hope, because for me Russian is a beautiful language. Like you don't speak Russian, you sing Russian. In comparison to my language, which is French, and for me, when you speak French, I do not think we are singing. We're just yelling at each other, like, you know, two drunk Frenchmen yelling at each other. Well, just forgot to check our distance. I need to estimate 30 clicks before next turn. And also 120 meters from your, yeah, still the amount before 50. Well, Vlad, if you think it that way, when you watch French movies, like the French comedy movies, we are not speaking. We are always yelling, and yelling, like we are never happy. And I found it funny because that's basically how we are every day. But this is just how we talk. And I just thought of it. If you know the old French comedian called Louis de Funès, this is the perfect example for the French comedy. The way he talks, the way he behaves in at screen, this is the archetype of the Frenchman. always angry, always nervous, always talking fast, etc. This is just like I am every day. I'm always speaking fast, I'm always on the move. And okay, Vlad, thank you for passing by. Wish you a good night. See you next time. Alright, just a few more kilometers before the turn for heading 186. And as we are already at heading, and we can anticipate that it's good enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, reset. Oh yes, Skoda. Actually, I'm not French. I speak French, but I'm from Belgium, the country just above France. It's a country where we're speaking 3 languages, French, Dutch, and German. And I'm right on the center in the capital, Brussels. Hey Tuamba, welcome to the stream. Well, yes, I wish you a good sleep to you too. Yes, I'm talking from your accent. This is so difficult to hide it. I'm trying, but in the end, I can still hear that I'm not fluent, not even, how can I say it? Like, my vocabulary is not very rich, and you can hear that I'm trying to find the word I'm looking for, but kind of difficult when you're trying to switch between French, English, then other languages you have in your family. Oh, I completely forgot to check my... Oh no, wait. Actually, it was good. Oh, did I see that? Because we are heading just below 52 kilometers. We are at 48 kilometers from DVR, and our radial just went left from the center. So I can assume that it was correct when we were at 52 kilometers. No, that is done. By the way, I can set the next one, which is the same VOR 51.8, course 183. So let's do that. It's 172, now 183, to the opposite side. Opposite way, I mean. So I'm glad. It means I'm right on track. I'm not lost. That's cool. Well, not at all. If you wish, we can hit on Discord and try your pronunciation. The most difficult thing, I know, it's the letter R, like it's deep in your throat, and I can understand this is not easy at first. Like, okay, what word can I say with the letter R? Romeo, like we have Alpha, Bravo, Charlie. Well, I'm exaggerating it, but don't go that far, just like Bravo. But don't need to force it like Bravo. Just a soft R, it's good. Oh yes, another word that I found funny, because for us it's just a simple word, but when I was talking with my English friends, the French word for the birds, les oiseaux, it's for the pronunciation it's W-A-C-O, oiseau, but writing it is O-I-S.
Hello, Captain. Would you like some coffee?
Oiseau.
Enjoy.
Never thought that it was so difficult for the English to pronounce that. Oh, my microphone is dying, I can hear it. No, don't die on me. The E and the A, I mean in French, le E et le A. Yeah, and I'm sure if you are speaking with the Parisian from Paris, they like to, how can I say it? I don't know what to say, but yeah, it's not kind of an accent. They like to over-exaggerate the pronunciation on the E and the A. I don't have any example to put it. I was just thinking, what one thing that would be so handy for the Tupolev would be to have this instrument, or maybe this tune, right on the left seat, but I just realized that it was done in the Tupolev 134B variant and the A. They are now here, but we don't have this one on FS2004. Maybe one day in X-Plan 12 when Igor will port it to X-Plan 12. When I asked him that on V-Contact, he said, yes, he's working, but I did not get a straight answer if this is still worked on for X-Plan 11 or if he's developing it toward X-Plan 12. but at least it's still working, so newer versions are expected. And also, I told him that he broke the NAS1 navigation in new version, because there is a little update, so we can now use a 8.33 spacing for radios over Vatsim. But this version have a broken NAS1. Since I'm only flying NAS1 now, I reverted to the other version when, well, where we are still using the 25.0 spacing. Sorry. Nice. Can you see that? We are at 52 kilometers, and as it was calculated, the radial just go over ourselves. And I'm glad. I'm very glad. So now we can set the next one, VR 117, and this one is easy, we just have to fly over this one, the 117.7. Well, in fact, I don't have the confirmation, but I think that the depths are the same between the two 134A and B. At least they're showing their work because the data rates are the same. How can I say it? The tooltips are the same. Basically, like 50% of the plane is the same. It's just another model, another 3D model, but the code behind looks like the same because the profile for Smart Copilot is working. It's working also for shared flight that I just tested like 2 days ago with my friends. And also they have some assets from the B2 mod for the Tupolev 154. Yes, with pleasure. Actually, I'm trying to force my friends to fly with me on Tupolev, because now that we have shared flight and we can be more than two in the cockpit, so we'll try to be full RP. Like we'll be the navigator, my friend will be the pilot, another friend will be the co-pilot, and I'll find another one to be the flight engineer. I don't know, but it will be so cool to be like that. And by the way, you were speaking for the French ATC. It's not like they are never online, but we have a inside joke that they are on strike like the real ATC, because then they are never online at the same time as the others. There's an event, you can try to expect them to be online, but no, they will be not. You can wait for another day, and then when you are not expecting them, then they are online.
Ребята, есть будете?
Oh yeah, that would be awesome. Like, just the other week, I was flying from Khabarovsk to Vladivostok. It's in the far east Russia, and there were two other Tu-134. I don't know who they were, but they were flying just behind them. I just landed at Vladivostok, and just 20 minutes after me, they were arriving to Vladivostok as well. I was like, man, what are the odds? Okay, just a little less than 20 kilometers for the next turn, heading 201.
Hello, Captain. Would you like some coffee? Enjoy.
No thanks. Actually, I don't like coffee. I drink Monster energy drink. Yes, that I'd like. Yeah, last time I flew over Canada was over a year ago, because it was when I was much free than I am today, and I was over Montreal, FIR, and the guy was speaking in French. I did not understand a thing. Like, he was just basically trying to saying to me my new transponder code. Well, I was like, what are you trying to me saying to me? I don't understand, because in French we say we just say transponder 1234, and in French Canadian was saying veuillez coder 1234 1234, which literally translates as please code 1234, but we don't say that in English, in French, sorry. And I was like, what? Can you write that down, please, for me? I do have the 777 from Fly Factor, but I only have done a handful of flights, and small ones, not like 1 hour of flight from Guam to Chuuk. It's 500 miles trip, but I did not see that the person was giving me coffee, so maybe I disabled that by accident. But I do like the plane. It's just too modern for me. Wait, what? For real? Oh yes, no, that you were saying, yeah, one of my friends, which is from Quebec, told me something like that a while ago. Oh wait, and I just forgot to check my distance. Yeah, we are just 5 kilometers behind the turn. So, good example. What if we miss our turn? Well, you just turn, at first, so heading 201. So we are 186, 196, 7890, 201, and then you just correct your deviation with this one. So we are turning right. We just missed from 5 clicks, so we just add 5 click left, like so. So we just tell the plane that we are too much on the left from our track. And next we will be able to check that with the VOR. Yes, that I like for the 777 that it has maintenance, etc. Like a bit like the Tupolev from Philus, you have to be cautious when you are landing, because all the time I just break the landing lights, just land in absolute darkness. I don't see anything besides the landing lights, the runway lights, and after I arrive to the gate, I just check the maintenance page and I see like 5 lines of maintenance, landing lights, fuel lever, what else? Flaps, sometimes flaps, also the tires. Also, this turn is quick. Just read that the distance should be 30 clicks and should be overhead DVR, which is looks like our altitude is what? We are at 10 kilometers of altitude, and the VOR is 14 kilometers. So we are basically over the VOR. We can turn right to heading left 103. Done. And just to be sure, we'll also put 193 on the VOR. Like this. No, wait, 183 because it's magnetic, not track. You mean, what about the Tupolev 154 or the 777? For me, the 777, as I said before, it's just a bit too much automated for me, from my likes. I like to be more in control of the instruments, so I'm just proactive in the flight and not sleeping before my monitor. That's one of the reasons. It happened to me that I fell asleep when I'm flying. Alright, we have the good heading, but not what I have written down on my paper. Strange. I just hope that I'm on the correct heading. We'll see with the next viewer, which is 124.7. Already put that now. What again? 124.7. Wait, 124.7. I can write that. I mean, that's not the correct vol frequency. Whoops. I'll just check with Navigraph that zero because I think I wrote another frequency. Yes, that's 114.7, not 124. I don't know what I wrote. 124. Maybe I was thinking of something else. So 114.7, yes, and 114.7 again.
I have some drink for you, Captain. Here you are.
No, leave me alone, please. Okay, so we are 117, and we should be flying overhead, heading 190. Okay. We are not correctly on the heading, but we are close enough. Just to be sure. Yeah. I see what you mean, yes. Well, it just depends of what people like and don't like. For example, for me, oh wait, passenger are hungry, but it's not time, you should be sleeping, not hungry. Control Shift H, I think. Yes.
Уважаемые пассажиры, сейчас вам будет предложено...
Food for everyone, my friends. Borscht. So what I was saying, yes, level of automation between the planes. Well, as I was just saying, it just depends on people likes. For me, I like all kinds of planes. It's just that I have a preference for, how can I say it? Not plane with less automation, because for me, I just consider like a autopilot of a 777 or a Tupolev kind of the same, because it's keep the plane flying for me. It's good enough. Well, it has the nav or ARLNAV, for me just extra bonus on the autopilot. the other hand, I also fly space shuttle. This is like culmination of autopilot. You have a machine dating from the 80s, but it makes the re-entry all by itself. You can also do commands. You just have to program like it's an FMC and going on any Airbus. And I like that because it's so complex. I like to learn technology behind how it works. How can I program it? How can I name it? Etc. Etc. I did like 2 manual entries to the space shuttle, and it's very hard. And you are not even full manual control. You have like it's called control steering. It's basically like fly-by-wire from Airbus. You just plane left, right, and the autopilot will move the spacecraft forward. Well, you know what? As we are very offset from our track, I will use the VOR to correct our heading. Then, after we have passed the VOR, I'll get back to the instrument. I mean, the inertial instrument. So we are heading to 114.7. We have a HSI right here, and we can tune our course to get back on track. Like this, as you can see. Now we put the SP50 on SP VOR, it's already set. Now we can click this button, course, to basically nav. And now we can see that the plane is turning left to get back on the course. Oh, wait. Also, VOR 2. There you go, because the HSI was not showing the same thing as this one. So this is like VOR 1, VOR 2, and you can select nav 1, nav 2 with this selector. I didn't know that. What I knew, I watched a few years ago was the A350 taking off by itself, and pilots were not happy about that because they thought it was a new attempt to get rid of the co-pilot. But it was seen, it was just like AI for an assistance for the takeoff, not to replace the actual pilot. Once we are at VOR, we switch it back on for the next 3 on and off. So it's 3 click on the left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 310 kilometers. Yeah, that's a long one. I just have to keep watching this until the distance match our altitude, which will mean we are in the blind spot for the VOR, and I'll just turn back on the INS basically to continue the flight. You can also see that the VOR is just running in front of us. I forgot to check that too, but it's okay. No, actually, I just turned it off because I made a mistake for my previous heading, and now I'm using the VOR to get back on track, and once I'm back on track I will turn it back on. It's just because I made a mistake, but usually you just not turn it off, because if you are focused on your navigation, every turn should be correct as is. And I just realized that I forgot to write down one very important piece of information. It's the VOR for the destination. But I have calculated my top of descent. But usually I still keep a VOR just to be sure that my calculated top of descent is correct. For this flight it should be 116 kilometers after my before to last waypoint. And we are going above the VOR. I'll be ready to turn back on the ANU system. So, yeah, can turn it on now. Alright, on, and we click here to switch it on for the autopilot. Here we go. Hold on a second, it turned right, but should be turning left. Ah no, wait, because no. Actually, I'm not sure why it's on right and not left. I'll just keep the VOR for a few kilometers just to be sure. So the next heading is 190. Oops. No, that's correct. This is right. Looks like. But just to be sure. I'll get back on the VOR for a few kilometers. And it is counting. Okay, 16 kilometers, looks like it's between 10 and 20. At least the distance is good. Okay, once the plane is leveled off, I'll switch back to Anu. Alright. Now. Okay, VOR is off. Anu is on, and the plane is not turning, which means it is correct. I was good actually. And if we want to be exactly on the line, we can just use the deviation counter to correct the deviation, like so. 1-2 kilometers. Too much on the left, so the plane will go to the right. And we are turning right, so it's good. Well, we are not exactly on it, but for me it's good enough. At least we know that we are right on track now for the next turn, which is in 300 kilometers. So 150 miles, roughly. And we're also slowly getting towards our detonation. We have left like 500 kilometers to go, and our flight was 1500 kilometers, I mean. So we have done 2/3 actually. That's what I do when I'm flying for my VA. And sometimes I'm so used to be flying manual all the time that when I'm flying my 737 for my VA, sometimes forgot some basic things like, so, how can I say it? Elna Vina, for example. For me, I just expect to just pull the stick 15 degrees of pitch after takeoff and then push AP on, and the plane is not engaging the autopilot because I forgot to click VNAV LNAV. It's not like I am on my different level. For me, just, how can I say it again? Like you have different cars to drive. Well, for me, the planes, it's the same. I like to fly anything, whether it's be the Concorde, Space Shuttle, Tupolev, Boeing, etc. I just like to be at the control of it. But just sometimes you just forgot just like one basic thing, and the whole flight is like, what you forgot, and you have to switch, check everything one by one just to find that you just forgot VNAV or NAV. Like on this flight, at the beginning I forgot to put flaps 1 because I was just talking and I forgot to check that. I also say that, like you said, I like a good challenge. Before I was flying airliners like every day on flight sim. I was flying combat flight sims like Falcon BMS, DCS World, IL-2 Stormolic. When you fly over there, everything is different all the time, so it's just good practice to be at ease for anything that could happen on your flight. Like, I was talking to my friend the other day, and we were making like little jokes about how some people cannot handle any single alarm in their cockpit. Like for me, I just hear the alarm buzzing very loudly. For me, just normal. I know what's going on in the cockpit. I just forgot flaps 1. I just hit F7 to drop the flaps, and it's good to go. But for some people, they just hit out F4 as quickly as possible, and they just like, okay, new flight. Oh, auto throttle is off. For what reason? I just saw that we are quicker than we are before. Probably due to a reader refresh. And to control your speed, this is this little switch over here. It will control the speed bug on your speedometer. Oh yes, Elite Dangerous was like a decade ago for me. I was very active as a PvP player. Not very much about the environment, like the lore, etc. I just like to combat side of things, fighting against other players, not like harassing newbies or any defenseless ship. Just for me, the challenge when playing Elite was to find my, how can I say it again? Like my alter ego? Is that a saying in English? I mean, find an opponent at the same level as me and try to be better than him by fighting and kill him. Or maybe he can escape and run away. But usually it was the opposite. I was most of the time dying instead. And that's due to my experience of combat flight sims. I just like to dogfight. Anything that flies for me is a good target. I see a bomber, it's a target. I see a Messerschmitt, it's a target. And if it's difficult, it's even better, because it means that I have to be better to compensate the difficulties my plane has instead of his. For example, if I'm in a Spitfire, the difficulties against a Messerschmitt, I mean, is that the speed is slower, but it turns quicker. Also, the propeller turns the other way than the Messerschmitt. You have to think about that when you enter the dogfight. And it's the same as in Elite Dangerous. When you're flying the Eagle, the Imperial Courier, etc., you have to think about your advantages against your opponent. And I like that. However, Star Citizen, I don't really have played much of it, because it wasn't running very well on my computer. Now that I have a better computer, I only have tested it like 2 times to see that every time I play it, it's during an event, and the server is just freezing, lagging all the time, so it's just not enjoyable to test. But the difference between Star Citizen and Elite is that I prefer the way the ships flies in Elite. Also, the ships are way bigger in Elite Dangerous than it is in Star Citizen. I mean, the smaller ones, like take a small ship like a fighter, etc. If you take the same size in Elite, I will prefer to fly it in Elite, because you feel the weight, you feel the inertia, etc. When in Star Citizen, they are way quicker to react, and I don't like that. This is just my type of flying. But as I understand, the devs are trying to change that for a new type of flying. It's called like master mode. So when you are in combat mode, you are flying slower, and then if you are going into navigation, your ship is going way faster than combat mode. But I didn't test that yet, so I can't speak of it. yes, I read about the next update, 4.0, which will be adding a new star system, server machine, etc., etc. It looks very nice when I see other players playing the game. I just hope that I will be enjoying the same frame rate, the same fluidity, etc. Because, well, as I said before, every time I was playing Star Citizen, it was during a peak event. And also, I have like a good ship that just can enjoy that good ship. I have the Titan. It looks good. It looks fine. It flies nimble, etc. But I can enjoy it. A friend of mine has the Andromeda. Flew it once a few years ago when it was like 2.6, I believe. We didn't have a lot of features like we do now. But flying was good at that time. I remember that they were changing flight models all the time back then. And by the way, my biggest deception in Star Citizen is not the fact that the game is taking a decade to be developed, but it's that ship, what was the name? The RSI Zeus. That ship at the beginning was just like a copy-paste of the space shuttle, and I was dying to have that ship like it was back then, but flyable. And now they've made a Zeus Mark II. It's a complete different ship, and I don't like it, and I'm sad because I would have loved to fly something that would resemble a space shuttle in Star Citizen. Ah yes, I know about the Polaris. Yeah, it's a bit too big for me. I like smaller ships. If I was about multi-crew, maybe like the... what was the name again? The Hammerhead, I think? Like a gunship, gunboat, something like that. It's not too big, not too small, the crew is minimal. This is my kind of ship if I was going into multi-crew. I went once about the Reclaimer. That is way too big for me. I got lost in the ship too many times. I mean, every time I was in that ship, I was lost. Yes, and I understand their choices for the Zeus Mark II, but they shouldn't have made like an advertisement for the Zeus Mark I like I thought I would be able to fly it, but in the end, no. Maybe just put it in magazines, etc., inside the game, talk about it. That would be a good thing, like in a codex, something like that. Okay, we are getting close for our next turn. We have 20 kilometers to go for heading 222. The flight 222 to Toulouse. If you don't know that meme, it's funny. It was a few years ago in Toulouse in France. There was a flight Lufthansa 222 to Toulouse. And it was a big meme at the time. Okay, next turn. We can turn... no, not yet. Wait. The viewer says 50 clicks. Oh yeah, just probably forgot to reset the counter. That's a good thing that we have a viewer. I didn't know about that one, but it kind of makes sense because yes, Austria, sorry. You can be confused about that. Oh, it's funny, I was just checking the Vatsim map, and right behind me there is an Antonov 225 flying east. Yeah, he's at 9,000, he's descending to his destination in Poland. And we are slowly going above the viewer now. Okay, we can consider that we are now above the viewer. right turn, heading 222. Like this, and reset the counter this time, so I don't forget. And in about 100 kilometers, this is our top of descent. Oh, my browser just crashed. I lost the chat. Yeah, rip that one. Hopefully one day the order of airframe for the Antonov 225 in Turkey will be finished. But not that I don't think that, but the chances are low for me. I remember they were saying like the cost to build this one would be too expensive. Tail strike, not really, but you can rotate too fast. That is a possibility, yes. If only all the instruments had richer lights, because it's really difficult to see at night. I tried to edit textures, but I can't find where these are in the textures. Sometimes I need to get really close to be able to read. And before I forget, I will just check on Navigraph the airport's viewer frequency. Because I just realized that I will need that to, how can I say it? Be on the correct heading before I can receive the localizer. No, wait. Actually, I wrote it down, but I did not remember it was this one. 117.3 Budapest. Okay. Do we get it? Not yet. Well, in Explain 12, actually all the instruments have retro lights, so we don't need the flashlight. Only for the startup when it's really dark, but after you have set the lighting in the cockpit, everything is readable. And now that well, the viewer is set, I will just go to the toilet, BRB. And I'm back. Okay, so actually we have to go to 113.3 before, or we already gone above that? Yeah, it's already done, so 117.3 next. strange, we don't have the DME because we just hit our top of descent. No, well, we'll just descend then. And in FS2004, the Tu-134, we have to be very gentle with the pitch disc, because it's very sensitive. So first, one click, we wait that the nose is moving down, and then we can continue.
Схема просмотрена. РВ-задатчик. Включен. Установлено 100 метров. Курсовая система. Согласован режим ГПК. Курс МП. Включен. Частота ЛС установлена. НКП-4. Курс посадки установлен. Гидросистема. Давление 210 нормальное. Обогрев ППД. Включен обогрев.
Wait, what? Why did I just lose all my fuel suddenly? Maybe a fuel leak? Or what? Accumulator pitanier. Yes, obviously, because we don't have engines to give power. Can I have at least the APU? Yes. You know what? I will cheat. I will... Ah no, wait, I can't because I have FS passenger. I was about to say that I will add some fuel. Well, I will just cancel the flight and then add the fuel. Too bad. Cancel, where's that? Here. Cancel destination and flight. Yes, center is empty, just like that, I don't know why. Hold on a second. Okay, need some bleed. Look like it's good, and I will try to start the engine again. Finger crossed. Oh, maybe because I forgot to turn that down. Off, I mean. Okay, left engine. Yes, please. Please, walk.
Стартер работает, идет запуск, обороты растут, топливо, масло, давление в норме, температура газа растет.
The first direction is Vienna in Austria, and it's a bit too far. Oof, it's working. Thank you.
Стартер работает, идет запуск, обороты растут, топливо, масло, давление в норме, температура газа растет.
But I really don't know why I just lost my center view. Because I just saw the middle going from 2 tons to 0 in a second. So he kept the APNU. I will just reheat the autopilot to be sure. Okay, and so next turn is in 20 clicks for heading to 07. Maybe something happened when I was in the toilet, I didn't see. What was that? And also in Vatsim. No, wait. No, it's good. Okay, so the QNH. QNH 1004. Ah, there is no 4 in this one. And the minimums for runway 31 right is 6 to 8 feet, which gives 190 meters. Okay, 100, 150, 200, 190, set. Oh yes, and the turn. Now, are we good? We are good. We can turn right. Heading 207. We are at 222. It's 15 degrees left. One click. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Сделайте теплей.
And now we are 100 kilometers away from the airport. Can we see it? Not yet. Hold on a second. What's this? 117.3? Oh, are we already above the airport now? I'm so dumb, I can use the viewer to find it. Alright, so okay, it's on our right. Heading 231, no wait, not this far. .203, right in front of us, okay, but I don't see it. Maybe this is this? Or is it? 2025. right in front of us. Yeah, look like this. I can see something that resembles a tower. Yes. Okay. Well, at least my navigation is still correct. I'm glad. It's just that the elements are being displayed one by one. In French we say au compte-gouttes, like droplets dropping one by one, literally. Yes, alright, Skyler. Well, thank you for passing by. See you next time. I'll try to stream a bit more often now that I am almost on holidays. So, see you. Good night. No. Okay, so the minimum altitude is 3,000 feet, and then we make a left turn downwind to catch the localizer for runway 31 right. And also I can switch to magnetic now, since I'll use the heading back to turn plane. There we go. And I love the view on the nose, so cool. Alright, left turn, heading 130 roughly, to get in the circuit. Well, I forgot to enable the autopilot for that. Okay, now the frequency for the ILS is 109.5. Actually, I'll keep this one and change here, 109.5. Oh, we can see through the plane. There's a little hole. Well. And what's the course? The course is 307. Oh yes, and by the way, if you're wondering why I'm still at 500 kph, it's how we fly the Tu-134 during descent. During the Soviet times, the procedure for this plane and Tupolev 154 was that even below 10,000 feet, they were allowed to fly at 270 knots, which is 500 kph. That in Europe should be different, and I should have done so. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
ВСУ выключено.
Oh, okay, just lost the APU. Am I losing fuel again? No, still have fuel, alright. Oh, wait, is this because of this? I forgot to switch. Maybe. Yeah, the battery is low. I'm not sure if this is something real or if this is a bug. Okay, 25 kilometers. We'll wait 5 clicks more to turn left and then get the ILS. And by the way, do I get it? Yes, this is a powerful ILS. This is normal, we are too slow. This is the landing gear warning. And by the way, landing lights, completely forgot about that. And stabilizer down to 3.0. Well, 2.5. One go further. Oof, what's that? Yeah, that's the headlights. Okay, 20 miles, 20 clicks. Left turn. And my V speeds for the approach is flaps 1 at 295 kilometers. Okay. We have still a margin for that. And full flaps at 255 kilometers. I mean kph. I forgot I'm still on Vatsim. Shall I on myself now? Budapest traffic. ELK220 inbound for the ILS runway 31. We are 15 miles away. Budapest traffic. What I just clicked is the spoilers to enable them. Not arming because it's not automatic. And now we can turn left to get on the localizer. Just a bit too fast. So we can confirm that on the master mode course. Then when we'll be on a glide slope, we'll have the word gliss displayed here. Gliss, which means glissada or glide slope.
Сделайте теплее.
Hold on. doesn't turn right on the localizer, I will do it myself. As you can see, the runway is just there on our left. You know what? I'll take the hand. Budapest traffic, ELK220 or final runway 31 right, Budapest traffic. Okay, I go idle now to lose some speed.
В салоне холодно, сделайте теплее.
Put on the sweater if you're cold. Wait a minute, I'm following the iris and I'm going to this hill somehow. No, wait, that was perfectly correct. Okay, I'm going for a go around now. Budapest traffic, ELK220 is always going around. Right circuit, Budapest traffic.
Шасси выпусти.
Okay, I think we are good. Let's make a U-turn to get back on the ILS. I need to pay more attention on the ADI, otherwise we will crash. Gear down. Budapest traffic, ELK220, back on final for a new attempt. Runway 31 right, Budapest traffic.
Выпущены зеленые, горят, давление в норме.
Стабилизатор установлен. Закрылки. Выпущены 30. Наддув.
Включен.
Фары.
Выпущены. 200 метров. Метров.
Оценка. Садимся.
100 метров.
I'm doing shit tonight.
150 метров. 100 метров. 80. 80. 100 метров.
You know what, I feel going around again.
150 метров.
Budapest traffic, ELK220 is going around again.
250 метров.
And this time I will trust the ILS to bring me safely to the ground. Now we can see the airport, of course. Okay, glide sloping going up, which means we could be turning again for a new attempt. Let's do it. Yes, but now we have a better visibility of the runway. Should be easier this time, hopefully.
6 выпустить.
Gear down again. We're slowing down to 300 kph. To anticipate the next behavior of this plane. Okay, flaps 1. Hold on a second. You know what? Let's say I anticipated too much. Oh no, the fog returns. What should I do? It's like I'm asking for trouble. And I lost visual. I shouldn't be doing that. Yeah, again, we go around. Oh! Lost the engine again? For what reason? The same as above? Well, you know what, I'm tired and I'm doing nonsense. I will just cut the stream now. I will just land the plane, like here.
250 метров. 200 метров. 150 метров.
Садимся.
100 метров. 60, 50, 40, 30, 15, 10, 5, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, we are on the ground, maybe not safe. The runway is that way, so we can walk to the airport now. And I'm going to go to sleep because it's 3:30 in the morning for me. So, bye bye!